What watches would I actually buy? What watches am I hoping to get in the future? That is the point of today's video. But first of all, I'm not a watch expert, so these aren't the watches you should all go out and get and aspire to. They are the watches that a nerd wants, because that's what I am. I'm a watch nerd. So what watches would you want to get? Pop down into the comments and let me know. And whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, and ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And you could also click that join button to support us directly. That would be amazing, and we'd love it if you did that. So the point of today's video is talking about what watches I, as a watch nerd, hope to get in the future. There's no right or wrong answer for anyone depending on this. It's just a case of what they like, what they can see themselves in, and what they'd actually want to spend their money on. I can make these news videos that we make every single week and talk about, oh, I really like that watch, I really like that watch. But I genuinely think the ultimate seal of approval that anyone can give to anything is to want to spend their money on it. Watch number one. This is going to be a surprise to no one, and I'm not going to spend an awful lot of time on it, but it's often touted as one of the best and most perfect watches ever, and that is the Speedmaster Moonwatch Professional. I get the Sapphire Sandwich, black dial, it's 7.5 grand, it's 42mm, it wears way smaller than that measurement would suggest with its incredibly short lugs. It's got a beautiful manual wind movement. If you want a historically significant watch, it's amazing. If you want a chronograph, it's easily one of the best you can get. It's just great. It's got a beautiful, comfortable bracelet with amazing micro adjust. I honestly really struggle to think of anything wrong with this watch. I love it. It's probably right at the top of the list of what I'd want to get, which is why I'm talking about it first. So you could say this watch is pretty much in order. So yeah, that's watch number one. Don't think it's going to surprise anyone.
Not if you've seen the Omega tier list.
Link in the description, probably not. So watch number two, and this might surprise one or two of you given how I've talked about Rolex in the past, and that's the Explorer 36. The all steel version. I feel like, again, this is one of the watches that I believe are perfect. Genuinely perfect. Trying it on, I love the dimensions of what this watch is. Even though it's 36mm, I just love the way it looks on my wrist. I love the way it wears. I just think it's great. It's that 100 meters waterproofness. It feels like a great do-it-all watch that I could trust in any circumstance. It's got the oyster lock, so you can trust it on your wrist, and I could gush about it. It's £6,300, which I feel like, yeah, obviously it's a lot of money, but I feel like they could probably get away with charging more for it. It's highly legible. It's also got the Mercedes hour hand, which I'm a big fan of. It's one of the reasons I'm turned off the Oyster Perpetual. It's doesn't have the Mercedes hour hand. So I love this watch. I love it so much, and I feel like a lot of people in the watch community feel very much the same about the Explorer 36. It's very much an entry-level Rolex, but I just think it's an exceptional piece of watchmaking and design. And watch number three, and this might surprise a couple of you as well, but if you've been with the channel for quite a while, it won't. And that's the Grand Seiko Taisetsu Spring Drive. So it's part of the Four Seasons collection. This is the winter variant, and it's essentially the same dial as the Shumbun, the Cherry Blossom, except it's a very light grey with a heat blued hour hand as well. So the Shumbun, Cherry Blossom, which gets a lot of screen time on many channels, has a steel hour hand. This is heat blued, and it's exceptional. So in a really beautifully wearable 40mm case is contained with Grand Seiko's exceptional 9R65 spring drive caliber, rated for 15 seconds a month accuracy, and coupled with what I think is Grand Seiko's best dial, or my favourite dial that they make, the Taisetsu dial. It's just an exceptional watch. It's made of full titanium, so it's really light, really nice and wearable. It's got a 3-fold clasp as well, often referred to as a butterfly clasp. I just think it's amazing. 72-hour power reserve, and with that level of accuracy, with that design, titanium, and at just, this is aspirational list, so just £6,200, I actually think, compared to some other watches in the market, it's a very, very good price. Is it perfect compared to the last couple I've talked about? It's not as perfect. I'd love a bit of a taper to the bracelet. Apparently the bracelet is a little bit jangly, but if you're concentrating on just the case, the movement and the dial, I think this watch is perfect. It's the bracelet that lets it down just very slightly. Watch number 4, we have a watch I've talked about quite a lot with family and friends, but I'm not sure how much I've talked about it on the channel previously, and that is the Tank Must XL from Cartier, obviously. First of all, why the XL? There's a couple reasons why the XL. One, it's an automatic. You do have to get up the sizes in the Tank collection to get to the automatic and manual wind watches. And two, the XL has a guilloche in the center of the dial, which is lacking from some of the other pieces in the collection. It's also got a deployant clasp on the really beautiful leather strap. It's just a great watch. I've tried one on many times before, I've sold them before, and they are just great, beautiful, lovely watches. It features a date at 6 o'clock. The dial's exceptional. It's not a white dial, it's silver with a sort of sunburst and that guilloche. I would like it if they made this watch, this exact watch, but a bit smaller, but alas they don't. So this is the one I would go for, because it still wears nicely. It doesn't hang off the wrist or anything. There's no complaints about the size. I just prefer it a bit smaller. Also, from Cartier, it's actually a fairly decent price. You can see why they're quite popular at 5,000 Great British pounds. So I think that's really good. It's a really nice comprehensive package if you're looking for a dress watch that's simple, classic, beautiful design, that's gonna last you your life and not completely break the bank. But for some people, it's still £5,000. So watch number 5. This is the, I don't want to say least urgent, but it's the one I really, really like. But everyone I've talked about so far, I'd rather get first, if you like. And it's the bell Canto from Christopher Ward, because I feel like if you want a high complication watch, which chiming watch is always going to be considered a high complication, it's exceptional. It was the GPHG Petite Aiguille prize winner of 2023. It's exceptional. I'd probably go for the sort of ice blue, sky blue dial, or the brown actually. The brown's really nice. But I'd probably go for the ice blue dial, just to be a bit funky. It's just a beautiful watch. It is exceptional. It's a full titanium watch. Come on, you guys know what a bel canto is at this point. It's a titanium case, so it's gonna be really nice, light, wearable, and it also helps it chime louder, because titanium reverberates nicer. And in terms of the price, on a bracelet, which is probably how I get it, because you should always buy your watches on a bracelet first. On a bracelet, it's £3,530. What were you going to say, Terry?
Funny enough, I was looking at bracelets the other day.
For your June?
For the Christopher Ward.
So are you actually going to get a bracelet for it?
Maybe. It crossed my mind.
Are you admitting I was right? And the last two watches are, well, obviously everything I've talked about so far is very aspirational. And the last two are sort of extra aspirational, because we talk about Blancpain and JLC. I feel like my dream dive watch would be a 50 Fathoms from Blancpain. Not the Bathyscap either. It's going to be the new 42mm 50 Fathoms automatic with a titanium case. I just think it's exceptional. So I love this case, I love this design, but up until the last few months, it's always been too big, I think, for a truly great dive watch. It's always been 45mm. and they've just made it in 40 and 42. But I think they're actually limited. I really struggled to find them. So the only place I can find them are on the Chisholm Hunter website for the 42mm version. So I'm not even sure how available they are, and that makes me really, really sad. But 42.3mm, full titanium case. The thing that really impresses me about this watch is the beautiful sort of domed bezel. The bezel just stands out to me. The case is stunning. The movement when you turn it over is just beautiful. I love the sort of sandblasted type, engraved, rotaway. It's just beautiful. How much money is it? It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot. It's £17,100 for a titanium dive watch. But do I care? I struggle to care. That's how much I think this watch looks beautiful. It's lovely. It's not like I've just selected 7 solid gold watches. I've kept it somewhat within the realms of possibility if I win the lottery. But I don't care. These watches are beautiful. I love them. And meh to you. They're my choices. And lastly, I have my dream dress watch. That was my dream dive watch. This is my dream dress watch. And that is the Master Ultra Thin Moon from JLC. I've not talked about any moon watches, any really complicated watches other than the Christopher Ward Bell Canto, but this is my favourite dress watch on earth that's sort of within the realms of possibility to one day maybe acquire. At 39mm in diameter, 9.3mm thick, it's stunning. It's got beautiful moon phase, stunning gold rotaway in the back with a beautifully finished movement, and it's got a pointed date complication situated circling that moon phase. It's just beautiful. I love the silver dialed version with that blue moon phase, and it's just great. It's contemporary, stylish. JLC as a brand, obviously it's the watchmaker's watchmaker. For what this watch offers, I think the price is pretty good as well. At £10,400, it is a massive amount of money, but from one of the most respected Swiss maisons for a moon phase with this level of finishing, I genuinely think you can do a lot worse. So those are sort of, I guess it's 5 watches that I'd really, really love in my collection and 2 more aspirational pieces. But let me know what you guys think about my picks. Those are the watches that I would love more than anything else in the world, I guess. I tried to have a nice range across different use cases, brands. I tried not to have the same brand twice or anything. So that's my list. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you would absolutely love to get one day. And tell me if you want to see a video on my collection as well. Terry, what watches would you want to get?
Girard-Perregaux, green, Laureata. You know that's mine.
Steel or the Aston Martin?
Steel, but I do like the Aston Martin. I know it's a bit garish, but I do like the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
But I'd go steel.
Good choice. Good choice.
Now this will surprise you, George. It's a glass hoot. 70s. Chronograph. That sky blue one. Limited.
You get the sky blue one?
The sky blue one.
Oh.
I think they only made 100 or something.
Okay.
But it's gorgeous.
We'll get you a Girard-Perregaux one day.
Should I put my name down? I'll come into your shop and put my name down.
You don't have to put your name down for one of those.
I can just order online and collect.
Yeah, you can click and collect a Girard-Perregaux.
Underrated watch, I think.
Girard-Perregaux are very underrated. Queen Victoria's favourite watch. So don't forget to let us know what watches you guys would love to get one day, what your dream watches are. Pop down into the comments and just tell us. We're really, really excited about putting this video out because it's a video that's more personal to us, I guess. Whilst you're down in the comments, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And you could also click that join button. We'd really appreciate the extra level of support. And whilst we're talking about it, thank you so much to our channel members. You guys are amazing. See them on screen now. Do 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 do. And to everyone else, watch yourselves.